come back in because this is the one I was using, and it just like randomly like blah, it just died. Blah, yeah. So that's on me for not being prepared. It was charging. It was literally charging. I don't know why it's dead. I don't know what it's doing, but whatever. I just don't have my reference right now, which kind of sucks. But we figure it out. And I may have done an oopsie here in this area, but I will fix that in Photoshop or whatever. All right. I literally just went everywhere on social media and just freaking advertised that I'm streaming too. God dang, that's embarrassing.
Delete the link before anybody sees it.
I can't now. I'm streaming. I can't use my phone. I don't know. I don't know what it does. I've never done that before. I have to end this stream to then go back and like I'm not doing all that extra stuff. They'll figure it out. They'll be like, oh yeah, the stream died. What's new? I'm very inconsistent with this stuff, which is bad. I need to change that. I have 0 viewers right now. Best 0 viewers in the world. Okay. Like the amount of time, Sarah, that I start a stream, right? And like all of a sudden I get a phone call from you. I'm like, oh crap. Okay, I gotta end the stream. And they're like, what? You just started. Like that happens so often. What's up, Grim Angel? Nothing much, man. I'm like fighting my phone right now because it decided to die on me in the middle of a stream, and so I had to restart the stream. But yeah, here we are. I'm closing up. This is man. It's funny because like I enjoy doing this, but to you guys, this is probably boring. What's up, Rich? Yeah, I like this over Instagram. I would be doing a lot of Instagram streams, but I think this is kind of funner. I just don't know how to show my face. I only have one camera. I'm gonna DM you a drawing of a night I did. Bet, bro. Show me. Show me everything. And so right now I'm just drawing a cover for the Exiled. Pretty sure I'm allowed to show it. I mean, we've been very open about all that stuff. If not, then I guess I'm deleting this, but I know Adam's normally really cool with this. I should have asked just in case, but that's on me.
Maybe you should ask, babe.
No, I mean, I've streamed the other covers. He was cool with it.
I know, but what did...
This isn't a spoiler cover. He wants me to stream this stuff for the most part. Like he's never said not stream something. He it's like exposure, and you know.
So how sure are you that it's okay to stream?
I'm like 99.9%. The only way that this would be, like, if I was doing for something for Whatnot, then I'd be a little bit, you know, more like I'd hold a little bit. But you know, this is us. This is us. I'm missing, bro. I hate the chat on YouTube. I will say, next thing you're get a call telling you to delete all the live videos. That'd be my luck, bro. Let me not give this energy to the world. That would not be my luck, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? Nah. Okay, sometimes I be doing stuff, and I think I know what I'm doing, but then I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it live, bro. All right, hold on. Oh. Okay. I need a thicker pen. Actually, I do have a thicker pen, but it's too thick. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one finger here. That goes like, oops, let's do this. Okay, see, like, for some reason in the chat does not stay for, like, long enough for me to reply to it, and it's really annoying. The armor kind of reminds me of Dinobot from Beast Wars. It's kind of bony, and I can't scroll. How did you get the call to be the artist for the Exiled? Well, me and Adam. So Adam is he doesn't advertise it, but he's kind of a big deal, right? Adam Lawson. He's like he does so much stuff in Hollywood, man. Like for commercials, for video games, for movies, for like you name it, bro, and he's done it. like sometimes he'll take a while to reply because he's literally filming all day or just working all day, and it's crazy. He'll tell me what he was working on. I'm like, what? So somehow this awesome person likes comics, right? And not just like Marvel and DC. No, he likes indie stuff. And he found me a while back, and okay, so I he sent me an email like a long time ago, and it took me 3 months to find that email and reply to him. 3 months. It took me 3 months. And like he was just like looking to collaborate, and like I didn't, I'm just horrible at looking at emails. Like I have them, but I don't know. I failed on that part. But I get an email to work on something. He had some really cool stuff, and at the time I didn't know who Adam Lawson was. Like I didn't know, that he was this big deal and all that. So like we were just working on a creator own that he made called Lazarus, which we're gonna start advertising soon. So keep an eye out for that. It's like a manga inspired story. If you like Berserk and monster inspired stuff like Devil May Cry or stuff like that, you're gonna dig this. It's dark. It's very fun. It's got monsters and dark story. I'm very excited. We did 16 pages or 14, and we did a lot of concept art at the beginning, and we had to stop because like he calls me and he's like, hey, so my original artist for this book isn't something happened with him. And then he was like, would you be interested in it? And I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. And what's going on with it? And it's like, oh, it's a Wesley Snipes book. And that's when like I was like, nope, sign me up, sign me up. Like I have this like long history of just like getting screwed over by people. Like things always sound amazing at first, but as you go on, like things go south, and sometimes it happens. But so like this whole time, we were we were supposed to be working for a book with Wesley Snipes, and I was very like, what could go wrong? Like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, I've already been screwed over a ton. Like, like I'm still like Adam's amazing. He spoils me like one of the best partners I've had in comics, like working in comics. So like I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? Like this not actually happening. We just go back to Lazarus. So, but I was still like, nah, there's no way Wesley Snipes is actually gonna be involved in this. And like little by little, boy oh boy was I wrong. Like it turned out to be like as legit as it gets, and it's kind of crazy how it all like happened. It I ignored Adam for 3 friggin' months, and almost like none of this never happened. But I'm thankful, man. So yeah, there's a lot going on, man. It's awesome. So yeah, we do have like this book that we did that we are gonna be showing to the public a little bit soon, I hope. But so I designed the character. Adam and Keith have been working on the story for 10 years, and Wesley has been like giving ideas, like and for the stories and all that, and like because this is theoretically speaking, this is like Wesley. And Adam had the idea in his head, but I kind of brought it to life. Like I chose the route. This is very inspired by a book called Abada. It's a Japanese manga. It's so good, very underrated. I think it's what inspired Chainsaw Man. So, but I really like the design aspects, and I thought that doesn't exist in American comics. So how cool would it be to have something like that, for our character? Because I remember Adam said that he wanted something for the character where something with bones, and that the bones would like can hold weapons and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so like I thought like this would be the best route for sure. And little by little, the more I drew it, we spent like months in the concept art phase, maybe a month and a half or two. But I've never spent that much time, working concept art on anything. But yeah, little by little, this guy came along, like the design and all that. We have a couple like, things that we did, and we're like, something's missing. Let's do this, and eventually it turned out to be, this guy and this design. But yeah, man, it's been awesome. Like we advertised it as one thing, but really it's a different thing. I don't think I should have said that, but I did. But I mean, you guys are allowed to know that. So what I mean by that is like, yes, it is inspired by like Blade Runner and Seven, but that's all we said. There's more to it, you know. So yeah, this is a fun book. Okay, let me see. Wesley, freedom fighter, modern day Blade could be revolutionary, dude. If Wesley like is able to get this to live action, like I think this is gonna put him back on. Like, not that he's not on, on the radar, but like so like there's the radar that he's already been on, but there's another radar with this new generation. You know what I mean? Like the people that love Keanu Reeves, that's because the new generation also loves him. He's involved in video games and stuff like that. So like if we could get him involved in that sort of stuff, bro, he'll be chilling. But I mean that's if he wants to. But I do know he's very passionate about this project and that, he wants this to be a thing. So let's see. I'm very excited. It's a very cool original design, I think. Not like it's not a superhero, bro. It's not, it's different. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. Okay, we're gonna ignore this back here. But yeah, man. Bro, I don't like how the chat keeps disappearing. Let me hold on, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna go on YouTube real quick, pop up my own stream, and just look at chat because this is like really bothering me right now. That I can't see my own freaking chat. Okay. It says I have 2 live streams going. Ain't no way, bro.
Maybe that other one never ended.
Let me see. Is my hand? Then what the hell? Okay. We're good. All right, I got chat here. I just gotta keep an eye on it. Do you feel many sketch pads anymore? So I haven't had a sketchbook in a while until now, and I just made a video on that because like I don't know. I haven't been able to sketch. I haven't had a sketchbook, but I started watching Daniel Warren Johnson and I got really motivated. And literally yesterday I was like, Sarah, can we get this like to my fiance? And she was like, yeah, sure. And it was like, it's this sketch pad here. And I even got a Posca marker and I wrote the volume 1 like he did. I want to have a bunch of these and just go crazy over time. And so I've been wanting to draw Murder Falcon, and also like Daniel saw it and I kind of panicked. So I was like, okay, I really got to finish this now. But yeah, I added like grayscale and stuff like that. 'Cause that's stuff I want to, put more in my stories, or at least cover work. I don't know. It's just I'm able to put my vision more. But yeah, I'm that like Luis La Rosa is another artist that I'm just like extremely like I just look up to him so much. And so like the whole grayscale stuff, I'm really like taking from him. So he has on his story like his process, like he like screenshotted little by little like his process, and like I screenshotted those, and I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna be, I'm gonna try and mimic that. I still haven't fully decided. I think I'm gonna try and do that for this cover. You're never gonna grow if you don't experiment. So I feel like this is definitely my chance to experiment. And I really wanted. I reached out to him because like I think he is one of the best artists ever, and not many people like. I don't know, like it's not that he's like underrated because people know him, but I want to see more of him, and I really I think he would kill it drawing Niles, Wesley Snipes' character, and like I really wanted to see that, so I hit him up. I was like, hey man, like you think you got time for a cover? He can't right now. He's super busy, but I'm hoping that one day the opportunity arises because like dude, he's insane. He drew a Vin Diesel Bloodshot that I was like, whoa. And that character's or that drawing is actually like gonna be the inspiration for this drawing. So very pumped. Let me see. I've been talking a lot, bro. My man's giving himself viewers. Shame, what do you mean? Yeah, I guess so, right? Unintentionally. I just can't see chat. I don't understand why it just doesn't show me on the phone. But yeah. Dude, so this guy, he's kind of an anti-hero. I mean, he's more like just, he's got a good heart, obviously. But he's not like, oh, let's everyone like, not like he's got a good heart. He's got a good heart, but he's definitely on the darker spectrum. Like this is a darker story, hands down. But I wouldn't say he's an anti-hero, maybe. I think the other characters you will meet would qualify as anti-heroes, but I'm not gonna spoil that. Even though I just kind of okay, I'm gonna shut up about that. But no. Niles is the hero of the story, but just not your superhero, you know. But yeah, I'm very excited. I just wish I was freaking faster, man. I'm doing the best I can, like 3 to 4 pages a week. But this week, Adam has me working on covers, and like, there was this big splash page we did, and it just took me forever. Yeah, I can't help it. Like when it's like, especially the splash pages, they need to look good, you know, because we don't get many splash pages in this book. Just cause like you know, like it's just there's not that many opportunities, and like there's so much story to put in. Kind of how Sean Murphy's books are. So, but yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together. I'm very excited. Let me see. Let me see. Is that armor coming out of his bones, or is it like nanotechnology? So this is basically like coming out of his bones. Yeah, like there's a bloody scene that I drew, and I think I posted on my Instagram where it's like the bones are like ripping out of his skin, and that's like the first time he experiences that. But like now at this point of the cover, he's like, you know, he's like, yeah, what's up? Like now I know how to handle this stuff. Like I don't feel pain. I imagine it's almost like Wolverine, like when he rips his claws out. You know what I mean? No. Did wait, what the hell? Okay, I hope we're back. I don't know how long I was talking for, but yeah, my screen froze for a second. That was weird. You do extra pages if it would help portray the scene. Would you do extra pages if it would help portray the scene better? Of course. I mean, I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but like, for sure, I think. I mean, if you ask me to draw more pages, there's definitely like I have no problem with that. I think I see what you're saying now. The only problem is like I only am so fast. You know what I mean? And I really don't want anybody filling in for this book. So I'm like really trying my hardest. Like not that I have anything against that. It's more like I want this to be my first book where it's all me. You know, like I'm all 6 issues because I feel like that's important for readers too. You know, I know like whenever I read like Marvel books or DC books, I get so annoyed when they switch readers, and I'm just like, dude, like the whole vibe of the story has now changed. It's different, you know, and I would rather not do that. So if I do somehow need to get faster, you know, I will figure it out. We'll get either an inker or I will use smaller paper like I did at the beginning. But you know, we would prefer for me to keep, you know, inking myself. And you know, that means that I can only do a set amount of pages per book. Because think about it, if I'm doing so like 3 pages a week, 4 pages a week, that means I finish books in like a month and a half or a month or 2 months, sorry. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but you know, it's what I could do right now. Hopefully one day I'll get faster. What the heck happened here? You see this? I think I done goofed. There's more bones on one side than oh no, there's not. Yeah, there is. It's fine. It's all part of the plan. We'll just go with it. And I'm just trying to give this like, what's it called? Anchor most definitely will help speed. So that's the thing, right? They'll definitely help with speed, but will it get the detail that I want? Because I haven't shown you guys my pages as much. Like I showed teasers here and there, but like I've been really able to. I think I've just become a better artist overall because I'm just able to tell my stories better. Like I know the limit now of like how much detail can go into a page, and like I don't know, it's just I'm a lot more confident that way. Not that there's, I would never work with an inker again, because there's a lot of inkers that I love and would love to work with again or work with. So, it all depends. It all really depends on, like if I ever, that's another thing. And if I pencil myself, that means I have to revert back to a style like Finch, because like with the heavy cross hatching, and I just don't know if I want to do that again. Like the style that I do now is different, and I really like it because it feels like it's my style. I no longer feel like, oh, he's a David Finch ripoff. Like I used to get that so often. It's like it gets to you, man. So I don't know. I don't know. I really hope I can keep going. It also depends on Whatnot. Like if Whatnot would, like if they tell us like we need to keep going, like somehow hit monthly like books, then we got to figure it out. You know, it it all depends, but I'm hoping everything works out. I don't know. Like spoiler alert, yeah, we're definitely gonna try and keep this story going as much as we can. Adam has a lot planned, and Keith and Wesley, so we'll see. Very pumped. I want to know where the story goes too, bro. Every time I get the script, I get so damn excited. 'Cause I'm like, oh my god, where's it gonna go now? What's gonna happen? Oh my god, because like it's genuinely intriguing. Like I mentioned this earlier today. Like I have trouble reading comics nowadays because it's just I don't know. It's just there's not that many stories that I find intriguing, or like they change artists and stuff like that. That's why like Sean Murphy and Daniel Warren Johnson are so much fun for me. I really like them as storytellers. They tell their own stories and they know exactly what they want. And I don't know, it just they're fun to read. It's fun to read when artists tell the story. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. That most of the stories, most of my favorite stories are when the artists tell it themselves. I don't know. I want to get to that level one day, but till then, I am having a lot of fun. I know there's a whole nother like set of pressure, working and writing your own script. One day I'll have to deal with that, but for now, like I'm having so much fun, and so this book and the next book I'll be doing, I'm so down for. Like I'm in good hands with the writing and everything. Because the worst thing, bro, it would be to lock down with a writer that just doesn't know what he's doing, and I'm haven't had that situation yet, and I hope I never do. But what I mean by like they don't know what they're doing is like it's just like their storytelling's not that good or whatever, or we just don't collage or collide. I don't know, like I feel like me and Adam, like we be like we're like a symbiote. Like that's weird, but I mean like we understand each other and we understand what we're gonna do, or like we just have a good teamwork. I don't know. It's awesome. Very excited. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can fake this as much as I want. So he's like bones. So this part looks really cool when he's like these parts of his bones. This is his chest bones that go underneath his shoulder plates and back there, and it looks so cool whenever you like have him like look into the side. It's so cool. I'm missing stuff. I'm sorry, guys. Every artist copies something from another. That rip-off argument stinks. I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, like if people don't say this, but Daniel Warren Johnson, like he said it himself, like he would not be where he's at without James Herron. Like that was his David Finch. You know what I mean? So like we all come from somebody, if that makes sense. Like we all learn from our idols. My girl hates it when I say that, but I don't know. They're just
Not that when you learn from your idols. I just don't like when you say idols.
because they're like.
You learn from the people that you look up to, or like that you grew up reading. Like
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I wouldn't like somebody calling me idol.
you're just putting somebody. I don't know.
God
I feel
complex
that's
sort of
a
thing.
strong word.
Okay, I see what you mean. Oh, I forgot to ink this side. Okay, let's take a look real quick. What can we do? Okay, so I know I want like flesh ripping a little bit in certain areas, and then I'll go in there with whiteout. Oh my god, I need more whiteout. This thing just died on me earlier. I was trying to do some cool like lightning strokes, and it died on me, so like I wasn't able to get that tiny detail. I was so upset. But whatever. Hold on. I'm changing my music. Pencils become less detailed because you want inker to be able to read it. Yeah, and that's the tough part. And like sometimes they won't read you correctly, or yeah, that's tough. I've seen situations, I've experienced situations, So yeah. Those that know, but that's why I really just want to keep inking myself, even if it takes me an extra day. Like if I pencil myself, I'm most likely going to be doing a page a day. I'm going to be able to work faster. I mean, it depends. If I get a freaking heavy, like detailed city, which I've had to do a couple times in the book already, but I love that stuff. But it definitely takes time. Let me see. What's the most annoying thing to draw? Okay, feet. And not just like feet in a boot or feet in a spandex. I'm talking about like bare feet. Like having to draw toes, bro, is a no-no. I'm not even kidding, because it's like this is bad. I learned backwards, I learned by drawing whole figures and stuff like that, which is not how you're supposed to, right? But I never drew feet, bro. And so like just the idea of drawing toes, like Greg Capullo draws them so well. Frank Cho draws them so well. But that's because they studied that crap. I did not. It is not fun to draw. Number one. Number two, ain't nobody like crusty toes, bro. I don't know, man. I'm not about it. Huh? Yeah. Ain't nobody like toes. But let me see what else. I used to hate drawing cars in cities, but this book made me love it. I have so much fun. Like, I look up to Sean Murphy for that sort of stuff, and he makes it fun, and so like that energy transfers, I think. Not that I, draw anything near like him. I mean, I try to emulate him, but I know there's still a lot that I gotta learn and keep practicing. I think my favorite work of his right now has to be the oh my god, what's it called? Because it's White Knight, but like it's called like Curse the White Knight, I think, right now. Beyond White Knight, Beyond the White Knight. That one specifically, I love the city structure. Like I'm definitely learning and taking notes from him with that book, because he understands what makes the Blade Runner feeling with the cities. Like he knows what makes it work, and it's like that. It makes you feel compact. It makes you feel like there is no space for you to walk or whatever. Like the giant cities that take up or the giant buildings that take up so much space, that's what makes that stuff work. And so like I took notes, and you'll definitely see that in some of my my pages. Oh dude, this is so bad. That thing there, that's a problem. I was sketching in the back of this paper. Like I was practicing my values with Copics, and I guess it bled through, but I didn't know it was gonna happen. I wouldn't have done it. I knew that was gonna backfire one day, bro. But Photoshop exists. I can just easily like go in there and like white that out. I'm still debating if I'm gonna use values or not. We'll see. It all depends on my ability. We shall see. Forgot to draw his neck in. Yeah, man. Yeah, because we don't want the energy. That's another thing. Yeah, like if I ink, I'm gonna lose a lot of energy. Because like when I do speed lines, that's one of the funnest things to do, right? But like an inker, there's a chance that he's not gonna be able to replicate that as good as you'd be able to if you ink yourself. I don't know. It's tough, man. I hope that I keep doing all right, and it won't have to come down to that. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll gain some speed again and just go crazy. I mean, I've been getting faster. In the last month, I was able to knock out like 5 pages in 1 week once, but that was like working 7 days. But still, that's a lot. And I'm hoping I'm able to do that again. My problem is that I chose a pretty like heavy shadow noir style, and that definitely takes time to plan out. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's what makes me me, and that's what makes people look at my art. And if I step away from that, then nobody's gonna look at me. Nobody's gonna look at my stuff. So I need to keep going. And it's not that I don't like it. I mean, I love it. It's just time consuming at times. And I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous of this artist. Like, I'm so jealous of Dan Mora. Because, like, his backgrounds are detailed. But then you look at his characters, and he's smart. He uses, like, brush strokes to get that detail in and, move on. And same thing with Jorge Jimenez. They're so smart in the way that they work. I've tried to replicate that, but I'm just not that artist. I've definitely tried, and you'll see it in some pages. I don't know. I'm always experimenting though. Maybe one day I'll find something that really sticks. I think I need a like something that Daniel Warren Johnson said, right? Is like he's really fast. And so he at one point he just said like screw it, like I'm gonna stick to what I'm good at. And he stayed with his speed. He's not necessarily like detailed or like super perfect, but he gets the messages across and it just works for him. And so like I think I need to just focus on the fact that I do take time and that I'm very detailed, and that's what's gonna work for me, or what I hope is gonna work for me. So yeah, I'm like venting. Jesus, will you paint a cover one day? Will I paint a cover one day? I don't. My color theory is horrendous. I cannot tell you what color goes well with yellow. Actually, that's a lie. I wanted it to be blue, but you know what I mean. Like it doesn't come natural to me. It's not something I'm a very black and white person. If anything, I could potentially do the gray scales one day, which like that's what I'm gonna try and do for this page. But I am not. I am not a good color theorist, if that makes sense. I don't know. I That's a lie because I've definitely wanted to color my own stuff in a more Dan Mora sense, or maybe like I definitely want to experiment. Like I love the way Tommy Mori colors, but I'll never get on that level. You need to be like a painter to really understand that. But I really do like the way what's his name? My God, the people that work with Sean Murphy, Matt Hollingsworth is incredible. I would love to learn those textures and like, I love the flat colors. It's so much fun to look at. Stuff like that, man. I think that's where it's at. I'm trying to think of who else. Is it Mike Spicer? Whoever is working with Sean Murphy right now, he's insane. All right, I'm going there with the smudge eraser. My work tends to look very penciled at the end. Like there's like pencil smudges here and there. Gary Frank, his art looks like that in Doomsday Clock, and so I'm assuming I can get away with it. I don't mean for my art to look that way. And the only reason I don't use like this eraser is because I end up losing a lot of the quality or line art or whatever. I don't know. It's just a scary thing. That's one of the problems with like that Daniel Warren said he had, is that sometimes he erases and like he loses a lot of his work. Or like if you sometimes like I go in and white out, right? And if I erase it, it's gonna smudge that white out everywhere, and it's such a hard thing to recover from. So I think I just need to start using blue lines or something. I don't know. Damn, that's really annoying. Do you guys see that? I'll be able to play that off, but it's just annoying. All right, I do want to get rid of as much as this is possible. You know what? Screw it. If I need to go back in, I will go back in. This is an important cover, so it's got to work. Oh, dude, yeah, that's really annoying. I screwed myself over there. Look at that. Look at that. So this is where problem-solving skills come from. 90% of the times, I am problem-solving. So this is one of those 90%. So I always have to, figure something out on a page, whether like I accidentally ink something or I drop a puddle, like it's fine. It is what it is. Ooh, hold on. I gotta draw his. Forgot to draw his form here. Okay. It's hard to read my own stuff sometimes. Jesus. Did I mean to do that? I'm gonna pretend like I did. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So, oh my God. Okay. So I screwed up, guys, because I was going to use my phone for reference, the one that I'm streaming with right now, but I can't use that. Give me. See, this is the problem solving I was talking about. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can pull up, because I'll show you guys too. Like, so I'm gonna check out Luis La Rosa's story, because he has some really like valuable stuff here. So in his highlights, right, you go here, and it just shows you like a step-by-step process. And like, I don't think you guys know what he does. So let me just show you real quick. This is his quality, bro. This is his quality. Do you see how insane that is? Well, there's line art, in the early phases, but this is what looks like at the end. Like, he took away, like, all the colors has to do is just lay flats. But he's able to tell his vision perfectly. And so I love this guy. I love his art, and I would love to try and do that today. But I need my reference. That's the only thing. I might have to switch phones, or I don't know. But maybe I'll lay down my shadows first, and then I'll jump back and look at that for reference. I think I could do that. So I definitely want my lighting to come like down. So I think I'll do that. Are you gonna do texture on the bones? I'm gonna try my best, because that's important. That's what makes them feel like bones. So I want to put as much, like, I'm gonna do that now. I also put lighting on the bones. I don't know. This is gonna be a lot of experimenting, because I'm doing this scene before I even get to it in the actual book. So like, there's a lot of experimenting. I don't even know if he's actually gonna look like this in his final form. This is what Adam told me to do. So I'm in Adam we trust. Let's see. Yeah. So I like to add like the middle part, or a line that indicates where the middle is. So it looks more like I don't know how to say it, how to explain it, but it helps me, like, when I render it a little bit. So I'm going in there real quick. Maybe I'll add some cracks here and there. So let me see. I don't have my reference on me. Never mind. It's gonna show you guys a lot of real quick. But I'm sure people are finding out about her right now because of Chainsaw Man. The anime's popping off. Like, look, I've been the Chainsaw Man stan for the longest time. Okay, like, I know how awesome it is, and I'm excited for more. Oh damn, yeah, that's annoying. I can potentially go in right now with whiteout and get that fixed. And I think that's the solution to this for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, because that's gonna backfire later. Oh shit. Yeah, this could be bad. So I'm gonna get rid of it now. Cause I don't want to deal with this later. And so like right now it's very noticeable, but when I go in Photoshop, it's gonna go away. God dang it, bro! I was practicing my value. It's so annoying. Okay, that's what I get, man. I should have done that in my sketchbook. That's the whole reason I got the sketchbook. So let me show you real quick. I always sketch in the back of my I have to cover that just in case. I don't know how strict YouTube is. I didn't actually draw nipples, so I don't know, but still. So this is how like I pick out, like, I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know like how close, or the angle that I wanted. So like I went here and I used Copics and my brush and try to get like try to get that feeling of grayscale as best as I could. But yeah. All right, let me get that out of here. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? I'm okay. The paper's fine, but I just did that. Oh my god, it's a disaster. It's fine. It didn't do anything to this. If anything, it helped it, I think. Because sometimes I put in too much whiteout, and it falls down into the rest of the work. Wow, that was that was a stressful moment. Having to cover nipples and then dealing with whiteout messes. Yeah, I had to cover that. I mean, it's not actual nipple, so like I don't know. All right, let me get into. I'm gonna leave the face alone. That's the last thing I'm gonna render because I know the specific way I want to do it. But I'm definitely gonna go in there and drop a shadow. That was kind of funny. Okay, bam. This drops a shadow here, here. We're gonna go up here. Oh, I should do the shoulder plates first. That's like massive. Bam. Drop a shadow there. Yeah, I'm gonna do my drop shadows first. I feel like that's the most important thing. And so, okay, those extra lines that I added help me give shape to my bones, and for the colorist when she ends up rocking this piece. Bam. Yeah, so the lighting's just gonna be basic, coming from above. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Let me. Let's keep it going. It's hilarious. I've been obsessed with Street Fighter art. That's what that was back there, in the back. I was like, I don't know what happened, but like I got like this sudden like rush for just like Street Fighter. Like I needed Street Fighter stuff. I needed the art, and because that's always been one of my favorite things. Marvel's Capcom 2 specifically, that game, dude, it like sparked a whole love for art. Yeah, oh, so good. Like I want that game so bad, but I don't know what on earth is happening that it is just nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. That game like does not exist anymore. But that's a lie. It exists in a like an expensive ass like game machine. It's called like One Up something, Arcade One Up. I don't know. I'm not paying $600 to play my favorite game, but I'll consider it. If I was rich, yeah. But no. That's insane. It's an insane amount of money for a game that was made for the PlayStation 2. Like, there's got to be a way to like do an emulator and play it that way. I don't understand. My favorite Street Fighter character has to be Akuma, man. I don't know what it is, but like I just love how dark he is. You know, it's so cool. Oops. Yeah, I really like Akuma. I always pick him, and so like I have this book. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. This is the only black and white Street Fighter book. There's two. It's called Street Fighter 3 New Generation. And Street Fighter 3 I think is my favorite Street Fighter of all time. Like I like the new ones, but I don't know, the characters back then were so cool. Okay, so this is like my favorite thing ever, right? So, oh my god, I'm doing like book of the week. But dude, look at Akuma. Look at how beautiful that dude is. And like Ryu. Oh, I heard somebody call him Ryu the other day, and I was like, "What are you saying, bro?" Like the Japanese folks would never say Ryu; they would say Ryu. You know, some cool stuff like that. But dude, look at the line work on this thing, and just like Daniel Warren Johnson studies this book, by the way. And I bought this book when I was like 10 years old, bro. Like I had good taste back then. But look at this, boom. Oh, you guys can't see that. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm trying to move my camera without like making it fall apart. But look at this shit, bro. Bam. That shit is on fire. And then the line art coming in. Like, look at all that energy, bro. These are two different pages, but dude, it's so good. This is like, and look at how perfectly he captured that. Because you know that move from Street Fighter. It's like his special ultimate, whatever. Like when he like dashes in front. Oh, look at that shit, bro. Oh my god. Like his eyes, like I'm gonna steal that, bro. I'm gonna steal that. And I just love like how muscly these characters are. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, this book, if y'all like, this is the only black and white manga Street Fighter that I have found. Like, look at this, look at this. I'm stealing that. I'm coming back for you. Sagat. And then my other favorite part is this back here. Look at those sketches. Like, oh, Chun-Li, what a beast. And I love this character so much. I think he was the inspiration for Night Wrath, honestly. Look at Ryu, and whoever drew this killed it. Like, I don't know how I didn't end up going a more manga route. Like, I used to be big into this stuff when I was little. Look at that Akuma, bro. But this is the. I'm sorry, I could like look at this all day. It's just insane. There's so much cool stuff in this book. Like, look at that. Okay, so there's this book, right? And then I don't know if you guys know One Punch Man, right? But so there's this book here. This is the One Punch Man artist. He like did some art here. And it's insane. So like first of all, you open this up and it's like a poster, right? So it's you open it up this way, and then you got Chun-Li. Like, sorry, that's a little not kin friendly. And then you have this poster, which is like the cover here. But as you go, so I bought this. My friend told me, "Oh my god, this is it's cheap right now." And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And so like I was really excited until I realized that it was all words. I was like, "Ugh, nobody reads this stuff." But nah, this art is worth it. Like, look at that. Ugh. This is Yusuke Murata is one of the best artists out there, hands down. I study the heck out of One Punch Man. Look at this, just the energy, and he does a great job dealing with his grayscale too. He makes it so clear. I'm telling you, I could look at this all day. But yeah, like look at this Chun-Li stuff, and the way his knee in the motion. Let me see. There's so much. There's even there's like one for every chapter. But no, look at this double page. It's insane. And you know how fast this guy works too. It's crazy. He has a YouTube for those that don't know. Or not, he does stuff on YouTube. Or people posted his stuff on YouTube. Dudley. Dudley's one of my favorite characters, actually. I think he comes second. I don't know what it is about him, but just his design is so much fun. I don't know. Oh, look at that. I don't know. He's so much fun. There's a whole like fight scene in the other book with him too, in Sagat versus Bison. I'm not sure if that's how you say his name, but that's what I say. Look at this. I forgot. I think this is Goken. I think that was his name. Yeah, Goken. Dude, that shot. Like, what? I don't know. Yusuke Murata's on another level, though. He's not human. Then there's, like, sketches at the end. Okay, but the way he draws Guile is unnecessarily good. Like, I don't understand why it looks so good. Like, that's almost what I want to draw Niles like, for some reason. Like, Wesley Snipes' character. That's insane. Yeah. Look at this Ryu, bro. What? You can tell he drew this in, like, what? Like, 2 seconds? Insane. But yeah, anyways, that's enough of that. Oh, man, I gotta keep going. Okay. What time is it? 5:03. I have to finish this today, actually. I can't be messing around too much. I'm supposed to leave town for Thanksgiving, and we're supposed to leave by tonight, so I'll get cracking. Let me see. I'll be able to finish this, especially if I do the grayscale. I hope it looks good. I hope the grayscale looks. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of line work before I do the grayscale. I don't know yet. I can always do the grayscale after, if I change my mind. I gotta have what's the word? I gotta play it smart and make sure that I have a way out, because if I don't, and I don't like the grayscale, I'm screwed. Because like if anything, my colorist can go in and pretend like that grayscale never existed. Like I'm sure she can figure something out. But I don't know, man. I feel bad that I'm. I don't know how colorists feel about grayscale. I don't know if they hate it or they're for it. 'Cause sometimes they can do some really cool stuff with it. Like Tommy Amori, I know he does some really cool stuff with it. Because Clayman every now and then adds some grayscale. I don't know, we'll see. Bam. Bam. And so like I'm just working on shadows first, or what's it called, drop shadows. That's the most important part. That gives me a whole guide as to what I need to do. Bam. Man, I should do some more Street Fighter art. I want to draw Ryu now. Ryu or Akuma. Akuma's just funner, man. I love his features. They're just fun to look at. Like, he's a monster, man. And he's got the same moveset, actually better moveset than Ryu. Let me see. Where do I want to go next? Up here, a little bit, wee bit. Technically, this little part here drops a shadow. It's like this. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, let me see. Maybe one here, there. Okay, so do some there. Because now we're in the inside of the shoulder plate. And I also want the background's gonna be black, so that'll be fun. That really made the bones pop in the arm. Love the thickness. Yes, and that's the idea. That's why I need, my shadows. Like if I don't do the shadows, like my ideas are just never gonna work. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. That's exactly why I need my shadows. Like I could get away with a whole drawing not doing the line work as long as I have my shadows. That's what sells my art, I think. You can thank Libra Mejo for that. He made me love like storytelling with shadows and stuff like that, and Sean Murphy. Okay, let's do some up here. Let's see, bam. That way we know where they are in relation to one another. Now I gotta be careful. I don't want to completely render that out because then you're not gonna be able to know where they're at when I do the black background. Bam. Like I could probably fake the grayscale, but I really want to look at Los La Rosa. So after I do this, I'm gonna stop streaming, at least to get that reference, and then I might go back on. I don't know. It's just I know it's annoying to like come back. I don't know. Like it bothers me that it'll be two different videos on YouTube. Like if I do decide to post it, I wish I could make it into one somehow. What the heck? Okay, I did that. Okay. No, I think I pause here honestly, and then I figure out the rest real quick. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all staying and giving me company. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for listening to my rants, and I'll be back maybe. All right, peace. How do you end this? I do this every time.